Somebody's waiting for us.
Oh, there we are. Okay. Hey, folks, welcome to the Power Stream. With me today is Hey Camel.
Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? How you going? How's it going, Johnny?
I can actually
How you
dance.
doing?
I can actually dance to that. No, other things are good. How are you doing?
all that's missing is a fat drum beat.
How,
I'm doing all right. Um, Earlier in the week had stormy weather, so I was worried for my internet connection and my knees.
yeah, that's a bit more of a concern than internet connection.
I can roll my ass around in my computer chair, man. I can't necessarily entertain myself very much without the interwebs these days.
Yeah, I can see that.
Have you tried watching network television lately, Johnny? It's all shit.
It's been shit for years.
Exactly. That's why I get all my entertainment from the internet.
Ah.
So, what is on the menu today, sir?
Not much right now. Just it is. Let's see. I think it was April 24th or 27th when I made my first stream.
Mm.
Um, where did I put?
It's hilarious watching the cat head just looking back and forth, all confused.
Yeah,
I put over here? No, did I put over there?
looking for stuff. Oh, and now my computer wants to reset. Awesome.
So it's gonna be a short stream, is what you're saying.
It let me pick a time to reset, so that'll at least buy me some time.
Now, the only thing I've really seen today that I thought was kind of interesting to talk about was talking to you before the show started was a third of base camp's workers resigned after a ban on talking politics. Those guys made the right decision.
Yeah,
They just managed to cut some dead weight from their company quick fast.
like how much of my a day do I anticipate? I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to talk Trump today. I'm just walking right in here. Like,
Apparently, Basecamp is a company which makes productivity software. So yeah, that kind of tracks. A company that's concerned about making stuff more productive doesn't want a bunch of lazy fucking assholes just chatting about uh, uh, politics. Yeah, I could totally get behind
yeah,
that.
yeah, color me shocked.
But I thought that's hilarious. They lost a third of their workers from that decision.
Only a third.
Well, over a third because it says they had 57 employees and that's counting the CEO.
Wow.
Yeah, 57 employees. At least 20 of them have posted publicly that they intend to resign or have already resigned.
It'd be funnier if the CEO quit. Hey there, Eddie.
I don't know about that, man. Because, hey, Eddie, what's going on? Like, can you imagine, like, yeah, I went ahead and made this decision, but you know what? I want to talk politics, so fuck this place. I'm out.
Yeah. I know I built this from the ground up, but
Actually, you say that, that phrase right there, it just made me think about, like, the whitest kids you know skit, the sniper one. Have you seen that?
I have not.
Oh, it's hilarious, dude. You got this guy's going into his boss's office, trying to ask him a question, and the boss is like, "Get down, get down!" He brings him over to by the window by him. He's like, "There's a sniper on the roof of the other building trying to trying to take me out." He's like, "What? Why?" It's like, "Well, that's just business, They he was hired by a company that doesn't want this merger to go through, and yeah, that's what I would do. It's cutthroat." But yeah, that's one of those, like, you gotta I'm not doing it any justice by describing it to you. You'd have to
Yeah.
watch it.
No, I saw ads for it when way back when, but I
What, the
never
show or just that clip?
the show. Never actually seen it though.
Yeah, I found out about it years after it was off the air because I didn't have the independent film channel when it was on because that's the channel it aired on,
Yeah.
and so yeah, I got to see it like pretty much all out of order, and just like seeing different skits from friends recommending it. So like that one's probably in my top five, along with like the Abraham Lincoln assassination one and the Grapist that Sanguine and Terry love so much.
The Grapist. Hmm. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out.
Well, I've noticed like they've got a channel on YouTube and they've been going and doing their own kind of thing since the pandemic started. And like they've been doing live streams and talking about other stuff. I haven't really checked it out because I'm worried that like the scripted stuff that I love so much will be like tainted by just stream of consciousness blathering.
Gotcha.
Um, Although it was kind of interesting seeing was Trevor Moore, who's one of the guys on that show. He did Rogan like 3 4 years back, and
Yeah.
that was interesting listening to him talking about just like his life and everything growing up before getting on the Whitest Kids. Like apparently like his parents were like I don't know if it was like Christian rock, but they were like Christian musicians traveling across the country, if I'm not mistaken. So
Oh, it's Charlie uh, D'Amelio's birthday.
who?
I have no idea.
So why do we care? It's somebody's birthday every day. Doesn't mean that they're fucking special. Someone on Twitter, what the literal shit is this elite progressive obsession with trains? You know what? That's one thing I actually don't really get all bent out of shape about. If there were more trains in the country, like I'd probably travel more because I really do not want to fly. I've come to terms with the fact that I'm never going to leave, at least the Americas. Like I'm not getting on a boat. I'm not getting on a plane to go to Europe or Asia or anything like that. No, sorry. At this point, I'm not even gonna go see fucking Hawaii. If I can't get there by ground, I don't want to go.
She's
But yeah, man, if I could take a train, I'd go, see some stuff around the country. What about you, Johnny? What's your preferred mode of travel?
um driving.
Same here. Yeah.
It's I've never been on a plane. Um,
I made one trip to DC and back, and yeah, I never want to get on a plane again as long as I live.
I hear a train is fun.
I would hope there'd be more leg room at least than a plane.
Yeah, one would hope.
Like if you want to get all fancy and stuff, you can get one of those sleeper cars, man. You can have like a whole bed and everything. I think it'd be more fun to fuck on a train than it would be to join the Mile High Club.
Yeah,
You'd have more space at least.
space and you can get the view.
Yeah, yeah. Why isn't there more train porn? I wonder. Hmm. I'm going to research that later. Addy, you do have earbuds in, right? I don't know where you work, dude, but this is definitely one of those tangents that probably don't want coworkers hearing. Oh man.
All I know is that Yeah, there's a reason why no one knows where he is. And there's a dog sawing logs right by you, isn't it?
Well, a few feet behind me. She don't care. Oh, here's something. Men, I just found out, and I don't know why I'm surprised, that a lot of men refuse to be sexually intimate with their female partners during pregnancy. What the fuck is y'all's problem? How do you think that is going to affect your partner? Well, I imagine she'll probably be just as sexually frustrated as the dude.
Yeah.
I do imagine though that a belly like that might restrict positions and whatnot. Oh, he works from home. Okay. Oh, well, lucky you, dude.
All right.
Okay, that is getting ridiculous. Come on now.
I'm gonna see if this will share because it's funny, and let's start with that.
What are we sharing? I do love how like the eyes on your little cat, like squints. Oh, I've seen this one. I saw this on a AAA. Oh, do we have like do we
Oh,
have the tuba noise?
oh, I wish we did.
I don't have that on my sound pad.
There we go. But yeah, that is a big dude.
That's not a dude.
That's not a dude?
That's not a dude.
Oh!
I love how it takes like an extra second or so for like the gunt to clear the porch and the legs to fall off.
I thought that was a dude.
No, no.
Oh, man.
I mean, although I mean, it could. I mean, that amount of rolls, it could be a dude. I just want to sit there and be like, his name is Robert Paulson. His name is Robert Paulson. I'm pretty sure that's the one though. Like, I don't remember if there was any sound on that video when they played on AAA, but for some reason I can just hear like the huffing and puffing as they try to get up the steps.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's no. The Titanic took a lot longer. But yeah, that's Gravity 1, her 0. I feel bad for like the person that owns that house. They're just gonna come home. Well, no, were they home already? That was like a food delivery. That was like an Uber delivery.
It's like watching the Titanic sink. I don't know.
I I think that was like an Uber Eats or something like DoorDash, something like that. I think they're delivering food. I wish that video played longer so you could see the homeowner like, what the fuck, man? How? Why? What?
It's too much.
Random. I will huff and puff and blow myself down.
Yeah, random. You want in on this?
That's just it makes me think though if I end up building a porch, definitely getting something sturdier than whatever they had. Johnny, you really need to work on your math, dude. Three and some change. If you did your first stream or whatever in April, yeah, you're definitely over 4 years, man. Because we did our first stream together in August of 2017.
I'm gonna have to.
August.
I'm gonna check your numbers on that. Cause yeah, that would be 3. Oh, it would be 4. Oh man, I think I missed something here.
We've gone through this before. Like we've looked back. Like when's the first time that I streamed? That was with you and Terry, Gabby, with
Yeah.
the Nanette stream, and that was like August of 2017.
Well, let's take a look. My Bidenism is setting in.
I gotta say, man, you know it's pretty sad when the stoners got a better memory than you do.
My first one is April 6th, 2018.
Wait, what?
My first stream was April 6th, 2018. That was my test stream. April 29th was my first official stream.
I swear we started in 2017, man.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, April 29th. Yeah, never mind. That was P-Dog and
Hey, Shroom, how's it going?
P-Dog, Jack Cochran, and Irate, who should be sending me a message sometime soon. Or I should be sending him one.
I
Oh, I already sent him one. Never mind. Hey, Shroom.
go all the way down here. Scroll, scroll, scroll.
Our first stream, let's see, my first stream with Gabby, which was random. That was June 8th, 2018. Let's see. Our first stream together, August 10th, 2018.
Okay, so I guess I'm getting YouTube and Twitter confused because I got on Twitter in 2017. All right, I'm a big enough man to admit that I'm wrong.
So yeah, it is 3
Wait,
years
wait,
of some change.
hold on a second. Hold on. If you're mixing Cheerios and Raisin Bran, ooh, I don't know about that, Shroom. That does not sound appealing, sir.
Well, I mean, if you gotta add substance.
And you ate before the coffee. You're doing things all kinds of wrong today, Shroom. It's coffee first, then the food.
Or coffee with the food.
Man, I'm one of those kind of people. I do it in steps. Like I make if I even if like I make like a plate of food, I'll eat like one thing at a time. I won't just sit there and mix and match. So, yeah, man, coffee first, then the food. But actually, it's cigarette, then coffee, then food, then probably about an hour on the toilet. Hey, Johnny, since we're doing like this whole like celebration anniversary stream, just put the link in chat, man. See if like the Phantom Fapper shows up again. I kind of want to meet this guy.
No one wants to meet this guy.
I was totally joking about that, but okay, sir. The die is cast now.
Let's see.
I forget with the Oh, Johnny, I got one for you. I got one.
Okay.
Let me see. Can see present? We just want a tab, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there we go. I'm sharing this for you, Johnny. If you want to share that with the rest of the class.
All right, it's on there.
I thought that was funny. Says, take that stupid mask off. You're driving alone.
Well, hell, even if I'm driving with someone, I don't have my mask on.
But I've seen a ton of those people. You know, just
I think the only time I've ever had my mask on in my car is when I just have forgotten to take it off.
well, see, this is the thing. Like I've been a smoker for half my life now. So I'm used to people giving me the stink eye, when I'm outside like smoking a cigarette. So somebody walks up to me, and is like, "Why aren't you wearing a mask? Why don't you get the fuck away from me, dude? If you're so concerned, why are you standing within 6 feet? Go away." Same principle I used whenever somebody would walk up to me, try and I've had like little old ladies and stuff walk up to me and be like, you shouldn't be smoking. I'm like, yeah, and you shouldn't be sticking your nose in other people's business. Fuck off. So I'll go ahead and stop presenting that because I just think it's hilarious that this has been going on long enough that somebody decided to go ahead and put that on the back of their windshield. Because I have seen enough people driving just alone, mask on. It's like, what are you doing?
Well, I hope that guy's got insurance.
Oh, the guy from the tweet?
No, I will show this one. Present now. Oh, this one has audio.
And you know what, Shroom? I respect that, man. Anybody who can quit smoking got more willpower than I do. I don't know if it's necessarily even just the willpower. It's like I know I should quit smoking. I know it'll be better for my health and my finances. But
This genius.
oh yeah, he deserves every second of that. And he deserves having like whoever is providing his insurance just laughing him right off the phone when he tries to make a claim. We are farmers. Dun 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 dun.
Uh, they might cover everything, but I don't think they're going to cover this.
We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Fucking that car up.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's another one driving by.
He's probably like, oh, look, a friend.
Is there a reason why they've got them painted like zebras?
I have no idea.
Isn't that a medical claim? Rhinoplasty? I never thought about that until now. Like how much of a complex do you have to have about your nose that you're willing to get a procedure called a rhinoplasty?
Well, I mean, most.
Your honker is so huge, we don't know whether or not to fix it or mount it.
Well, like rhinitis is sinus. Uh, it's a sinus issue. So I think it mostly has to deal with the nose.
Why are you trying to kill my fun, Johnny?
Because I'm a buzzkill, and I stand by that. Oh boy.
Why is Bill Maher trending now?
He said Twitch streamers are a waste of time.
The first thing that pops up is talking about cryptocurrency.
Oh. Well, the last one, he said that this was done by Simius or whatever. Was it Simius? I think it was Simius.
Oh, cryptocurrency is like Tinkerbell's light. Its power source is based solely on enough children believing in it. And unfortunately, what is real is that its growth could single-handedly push global temperatures above the tipping point of 2 degrees Celsius. Okay. I mean,
And no, I'm not playing any of those fucking vaccine videos either.
Oh God.
No,
Do you see
just
the one with the granny panties?
yes.
That was
I've seen them all, like, or at least what I would consider to be them all. I've seen all that I needed to see.
the Pfizer one was also especially rough to watch.
Yeah, yeah, no,
You know,
that's
I seriously have to wonder if Bill is getting crusty about crypto because he either doesn't understand it or because he truly believes the whole global warming shit. Oh, Bill Maher now admits Russiagate was reported erroneously after years of promoting Trump Russia collusion narrative.
gee, you think?
Oh yeah, the Twitch thing was like last week or something if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Yeah, it was Citron.
Hmm?
It was Citron. That's who was posting them on it. I go, yeah, it is a waste of time, but it's my time to fucking waste.
Yeah.
So, eat
I
ass,
mean, you,
Bill
you
Maher.
you could say the same thing about watching Bill Maher's show. It's a waste of an hour that you could be doing something else with your life, more productively. But people still fucking watch it. It probably takes less power than crypto does, but I imagine crypto has made more people money than Bill Maher's show. So, because Random's asking how much power does making a show like his cost. I remember watching his that show like when it first came out because I was like a freshman in high school. I think that was either like a year or two into real time, and I thought it was great because being a 14-year-old kid, I was on the debate team, and we had different events that were based around current events and stuff. So it's like, oh, so you're telling me I can hear about current events and get some dick jokes? All right, I'm in. Same reason I liked the Daily Show when I was in high school. But now, if I sit and try to watch even just a segment of it, oh, I'm sorry, am I boring you, Johnny? You look
Nope.
like you're yawning.
No, I had something stuck in my tooth, so I forget that this thing picks up everything.
But yeah, now just trying to watch a segment of Bill Maher, or I didn't even bother watching the Menthols clip from the Daily Show that you tagged me in. I was like, yeah, I got an idea where they're going with this.
Yeah, it's pretty
Don't.
much exactly where you think it was gonna go.
Of course, I've been saying for years because they try to do that with the Obama administration, talking about getting rid of menthols and flavored tobacco. I was like, the first black president is not going to get rid of cools, man. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, people. I'm just curious, like how much more the black vote could Trump have won if you could have taken people in a time machine and showed them, we're gonna go 6 months in the future and you're gonna see what it's like with Biden as the president. You mean there ain't no more Newports? Fuck that shit. I'm out. I miss the days when you could go into a store and get a pack of Newports and they just gave you menthols. I felt old the other day because I was explaining to a dude in line at the convenience store because he wanted a pack of Newports, and he's like, Newport menthol 100s. I was like, man, I miss the days when you could just say Newports or Newport 100s. Didn't have to add menthol or this or that to it. He's like, huh? I was like, how old are you? Dude was like in his 20s. I was like, Newports used to just be menthol, right? You're like, nah, man, I didn't know that. I was like, well, get that little NBC logo. The more you know, dude. When they had like the full flavors come out, At first, people were buying them up because they were actually cheaper than the menthols. I don't know if they've adjusted that yet or not.
Okay, that looks fake as fuck.
What?
Uh, I'm gonna like your boy Pat found it.
Uh-oh.
It's shit like this. I'm gonna link it and send it into
And the what?
the chat.
The chat or
Chat.
the meat chat?
The chat
Okay.
chat. Someone tried to, I guess, deep fake Biden's hand on his granddaughter's ass. I'm like, it's clearly obvious.
Oh wow, yeah, that's I've never done any kind of Photoshop or image manipulation, and I'm willing to bet I could do better than that. That's that looks like that dude from Scary Movie 2, like grab my strong hand.
Yeah.
That doesn't look real at all.
No, yeah. No, it's ridiculous. I mean, you don't even need to do that shit.
Right?
So I suppose we'll
That's when he was bumbling about the trains. Because I've seen like people quoting from that little speech he gave about Amtrak and whatnot.
yeah. I never saw the speech.
I didn't see the speech either. I just saw people like posting like a screenshot of it and doing like the quotes from him, and he's just rambling about different lines of different train lines and whatnot.
Yeah. Maybe if you had the Stretch Armstrong hand. Yeah. Hey, shouting at clouds. So we will start. I'll start with the Rick Santorum thing because I wanted to look that up.
Oh yeah,
I, I needed to.
I just love that one person that tweeted is like, have you ever heard of corn? But yeah. If you want to go ahead and let the chat in on the whole Rick Santorum thing, that's
All right, and really, you and De La Hayes were the only two that like kind of knew what was going on. I seethed in agony while trying to find out what the hell's going on in this person's head. So
and I just thought it was hilarious. Like I've not heard the name Rick Santorum in a while. Like, did he run in 2016?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, he did.
And they actually came up with a definition for his name.
Yes. That was it Dan Savage,
Yeah.
the gay like columnist who
Yeah.
who got people to Google Santorum enough times where it came up. Was it the frothy?
Frothy byproduct of anal lubricant and gay sex.
Yeah. I remember the frothy part and something about butt sex, but
Yeah. Yeah, it's gross.
mm-hmm.
Let's see. What did Rick Santorum say about Native Americans? Transcript of the full speech. This is a Newsweek. I think it's Newsweek, yeah. Rick Santorum's divisive remarks regarding the origins of the United States and Native American culture have prompted calls for the senior CNN political commentator and former senator to be terminated from the network.
And this was the Young American something or other, some kind of conference.
No.
He had like YAF or whatever behind him.
Let's see. In a speech in the Standing Up for Faith and Freedom conference last Friday,
Oh.
Santorum claimed the United States was built on a blank slate, seemingly ignoring the history and culture of the country's indigenous people. Santorum spoke about religious liberty and the event hosted by the Young America's Foundation,
Ah, okay.
a conservative youth organization. Quote, "We birthed a nation from nothing. I mean, there was nothing here," the former GOP congressman said during one particular polarizing part of the speech. Quote, "I mean, yes, we have Native Americans, but candidly, there isn't much Native American culture in American culture. It was born of the people who came here pursuing religious liberty to practice their faith and to live as they ought to live and have the freedom to do so. Religious liberty. Those are two bulwarks of America. Faith and freedom," quote, he went on.
I mean, I have a hard time disagreeing with the dude about there not being much here. Like, yeah, sure, there were tribes, there were people. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But they hadn't even invented the wheel yet over here when white people showed up. And it was literally living, Stone Age living.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they were still torturing people while they were doing that. Santorum added, while other countries had quote changed over time, unquote, the United States had not evolved culturally since Christian settlers from Europe built America, quote, from nothing.
See, I would disagree with him on that. Like that, I would have a bigger disagreement with him on that than I would with like there being a blank slate and natives not contributing to American culture.
Did you see the TikTok video about the black woman rimming out Monkey's TV crush?
Who's his TV crush?
Stacey Dash.
No, I didn't. What's up? What's up with Stacy?
I don't know. I have not seen it.
I guess I'll have to go to Pat's Twitter and scroll.
A 2-minute clip from the hour-long address shared to Twitter by Jason Campbell, a researcher at Media Matters for America, has been watching more than 8 million times. Has been watched more than 8 million times since it was posted on Monday. A 2-minute clip. Fucking hell. Santorum's comments have been met with a barrage of criticism. However, in a statement to The Hill, the commentator said he had no intention of minimizing or in any way devaluing Native American culture. Okay. I'm not reading the full transcript.
I mean, that's the part that people really got pissed about was the whole blank slate and natives not having, Native Americans not having much to do with American culture.
Yeah, I
guess you could say that he's wrong because if natives didn't have much to do with American culture, we wouldn't have played cowboys and Indians as kids, would we?
That is true.
So you wouldn't have the Jim Thorpe Award in college football, man. Yeah, I know, right? Alyssa Milano. Okay,
Gotcha.
Okay. I was gonna say, I scrolled past that, and I was looking for Stacy. I ain't seeing shit about Stacy on here. What's going on?
No, Alyssa's not the crush. Stacey Dash is the crush.
Well, Alyssa was his crush when he was, because they're about the same age. So when he was growing up,
yeah.
I'll have to listen to that later because Alyssa Milano gets roasted. Huh? Is this like a call-in or something? Is this on her podcast? Because she's sitting in front of a microphone and looks like in her office or whatever. I'll have to check that out.
Yes, office.
Well, home office, computer room, whatever you want to call it. I call mine the computer room because, that's where I spend most of my time and that's where the computer is.
I kind of volley between uh, bedroom and office and the room.
What's up, Nil?
Hey, Nell.
But yeah, I'm sure there are plenty of reasons to be pissed off at Rick Santorum. But personally, for me, this ain't one of them.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh God, there's one I haven't seen yet. It's a
Uh,
TikTok.
what do we got?
Well, I want to say it's a dude, but these days you can't really be sure of anything. And thankfully, Brave pauses all videos before they get started, so it's only like a 16-second clip. If you want to talk to the chat for a second, I'll subject myself to this.
Okay. Let's see. There. Let's see. We got. Flintstones was about Indians. Uh, no, because the Flintstones had wheels. So that was probably a bit after. It was set after the colonization of America.
Now, I don't know about you, Johnny, but I don't plan on getting vaccinated myself.
I have no intention at this time.
I just keep going back to the smallpox jokes, like fool me once,
Yeah.
but no. This looks like some dude who stepped out of like the late 70s, early 80s, like maybe like, big fan of hair metal or something. He's got the bandana and he's doing his own little song about getting the Pfizer shot.
So
And
like,
I
a painted on Razor Fist,
uh,
or someone trying to look like Razor Fist.
no. This is like if someone were taking inspiration
All right,
from
hook it up.
more
Hook it up. We'll show it.
well, I don't know if I can play the audio through Meet or not.
Well,
But I mean, it does have, because it's TikTok, it does have the
send me the link.
oh, okay. I'll send it to you in Twitter DMs. I'm not one of the conspiratorially minded, but I'm kind of hoping that like the Pfizer vaccine automatically sterilizes these people.
It's way worse. It's so much worse. This is Jenny from Forrest Gump.
Got myself stuck
Wait,
in.
what?
This is Jenny from Forrest Gump. Let's see. Right there. Oh, let me stop that before it starts. Tab. Share audio. There it is. There we go. Print.
Got myself stuck in the arm just to keep us all from harm. Get yourself stuck in the arm, then go get some chicken parm. Pfizer, polarizer, Pfizer, don't you die, sir. Got myself some Taco Bell. Republicans all go to hell. Got my.
Now, I have issues with this video because, well, first of all, they said chicken parm, and I don't recall Taco Bell selling chicken parm. So right off the bat, that's at least one Pinocchio, right?
No, he said get yourself stuck in the arm, and then you can get some chicken parm.
I'm sorry. Either way,
he just needed something that rhymed with bell. And fresh hell is ugh.
I just love the comments. It's like, why did I click on that? This is who you meet upon entry to hell. Shit, I might have to start going to church, Johnny. Might have to start changing my ways.
I'm gonna be a good boy. I swear.
From this day forward, Stuart Gilligan Griffin promises to be a good boy. Somebody else on Twitter. I'm going back to the 1980s. What do you want me to bring you back? Cheap smokes. That's the one thing I hated about watching like a Dazed and Confused. Is like, you see them going into like the convenience store and there's like, cigarettes, 69 cents a pack. It's like, oh God, if only. Kyler, it's one of the rules of the internet. If we had to see it, you got to see it. You know how this works. This is how you know, like, The Ring could never happen in real life because everybody would be dead.
Yeah. That's the true pandemic.
See what else is going on today because there's got to be something better than that.
Well, the gal that is trying to dox the other gal for wearing a sheer mask on an airplane.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't know if you saw.
This is another reason why I don't want to fucking fly, Johnny.
This is just
this is why we need more trains, man. You can crack a window on those bitches.
Here's the tweet from Gabbers. She apparently put out a video that like put out this chick's information.
So this chick tried to dox somebody for wearing a sheer mask on a plane.
Yeah.
No, well, that's this makes me miss the 90s, man. People remembered how to like mind their own fucking business back then.
Right, everyone needs to be a fucking hero. Including your dog's sinus area.
Okay. I don't know if I can read this or not because it's the New York Times, and I read one of their articles today for the base camp or whatever. But this one says, platonic marriages are redefining what it means to marry your best friend. Some people are taking their friendships to the next level by saying I do to marriages without sex. So, marriage. That's what that sounds like to me, Johnny.
Yeah. Gabbers is at work.
Yeah, the picture is like a couple of fat chicks, both wearing dresses, getting married. My favorite comment so far is they would look like that, laughing my ass off. Oh man. Like that just reminds me of like that old Bill Engvall jokes like, I could be gay if it weren't for the sex, then it's just hanging out with your buddies.
Yeah. What was it?
Like I could be married if
It was
you know
well. Greg Giraldo had one too. If it weren't for taking, it's like I would just take it in the ass, but didn't have to argue with you all day.
Oh man. It just do you ever think that we're going to get full circle on this, Johnny? You think that it's going to be like a return to like a that traditional, all the shit they're raging against these days, like traditional marriage and whatnot. You think we're ever just going to like just come full circle? And if so, do you think that'll happen before or after bell bottoms make a comeback?
Uh, Bell bottoms will always try to make a comeback.
Well, no. I mean, like before that, I have actually seen it. I saw a chick last year wearing bell bottoms. I was like, wait, are they coming back? Is this like the seventh seal? you know, I think bell bottoms making a comeback. I think that will be like the country hitting rock bottom. America just collectively decides to check themselves into rehab after seeing that shit. Oh man.
I'm inviting Eve to see if she'll join us. I said, yeah, don't worry, it's safe.
Did you make sure to send her? Did you make sure to send her some boobies to appease her first?
I did send her some boobies. I sent them after you did.
I don't have a subscription to the Washington Post either, but Derek Chauvin's particular cruelty to George Floyd should mean harsher sentence, Minnesota Attorney General argues. Do you remember who the Minnesota Attorney General is, Johnny?
Offhand, no.
Uh, it- well, from my days back watching Real Time with Bill Maher, I actually do remember who that is. It's former Congressman Keith Ellison, who is, if I'm not mistaken, one of the only members, or was one of the only members of Congress that was a Muslim
Hmm.
before Ilhan Omar showed up and everything. And yeah, he left Congress to go be the Minnesota AG. And I think when he was running for that, they had a story coming about him like beating on his old lady or whatever.
Ah. Hey, Vince.
What's up, Vince? How's it going, man?
You're probably muted.
No, he's at work.
Oh,
Everyone's at work.
he's with us in spirit because his rig isn't working either.
See, I'm trying to remember like my grandmother, my mom's mom is a boomer. Like, she was born in 47. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say like my dad's parents, they're a bit older. So like my grandfather, he served in Korea. Now him and my dad's mom, they got married a bit later. I think they were in their my grandfather was like in his 30s when they got married, and then had my dad. So that's one of the few relationships I actually saw that made it, to till death do us part. Like
No,
that relationship and like my dad and his wife are the only two. Is like, wow, you guys actually made it work, huh? Okay, cool.
no. Bell bottoms died with disco.
I mean, but you're actually wearing boots though, right? Shroom? Like, and I think boot cut is different than bell bottom. That's yeah,
Capri is the new bell bottom.
If I wanted to wear capri pants, I wouldn't even bother buying any. I would just wear like some of my old jeans that have tattered and whatnot. Wouldn't so much look like capri pants as more like a castaway.
No, a friend of mine had Jinkos growing up.
That was probably about as close as we're gonna get to bell bottoms coming back, huh?
Well, what's really funny is like I fell
Ooh,
into
ooh, ooh. What comes first, bell bottoms or Jinkos making a return?
Jinkos.
I haven't seen anyone wearing Jinkos since like late '90s, early 2000s.
Thanks for joining us, Vince.
Later, Vince.
You can't hear us either.
Oh. So not wearing earbuds.
Oh, and we have Kyler. Hey, Kyler.
Hi, guys.
How's it going?
Oh, boy. Well, I just woke up and you showed me that. Thanks
So where do you stand on the bell bottoms Jinko divide? What do you think's coming back first?
Bell bottoms or jean coats?
No, not jean coats. Jinko jeans, like the big jeans that kids were wearing back in like the '90s and 2000s.
Skater pants.
Oh, the ones
That wasn't
were
even
hanging.
skater pants. The only people I saw wearing Jinkos when I was growing up were like the juggalos.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was here for the first time bell bottoms were in. I'd rather they come back because I really don't want to see the crack of every kid's ass again. If you're talking about the ones that were hanging off halfway off people's asses.
Apparently, if you talk about Jinkos enough, it will summon Trippy.
You mentioned Juggalo, yeah. I was gonna
Oh,
say.
no, okay. Wow, that's even. I only mentioned that once. We've been talking about Jinkos for a minute now.
Well, some people, all it takes is once instead of 3 times.
I wonder what happens if I just crack open a Fago. I could buy those down here, actually.
Really? I thought that was like a Michigan sort of thing.
Well, there's one place in town where I can go and pick up some Fago, and they don't have. I mean, they've got some decent enough flavors. They have ones like a Dr. Pepper knockoff. It wasn't half bad.
Now, the funny part about Jinkos is when my friend wore them, they were really baggy, and then I fell into a pond, and when he lent them to me, they fit perfectly. Like
They shrunk down now, so they were just normal jeans.
no, like they were dry. So when I tried his on, they fit me. Like I've never had a more comfortable pair of pants in my entire life.
See, like at least when I was growing up in my area, the people that wore Jinkos had enough sense to wear a belt with them. So, I mean, and if they were gonna have it where they're like sagging and whatnot, they were wearing shorts, so you weren't seeing like just like their Hanes or whatever. But still, yeah,
yeah.
I still see people walking around here from time to time sagging. It's like, dude, how is that even comfortable, man? It's like,
wander around with your ass hanging out all day? Why?
It's like, might as well just have your pants around your ankles and just get ready for it.
Hey, bend over and brace, son.
Oh yeah, those things were absorbent as hell. It's a trippy. I remember walking home in the snow wearing Jinkos, and holy shit, they were wet up to the knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that and what he didn't say is that was ankle deep snow.
Oh, dude. I love the AP oddities. I don't know if any of you guys follow that one on Twitter. Relieved, authorities say a man was rescued after a tree that fell during high winds trapped him inside a portable toilet at Gettysburg National Military Park in Pennsylvania. How long do you think he was stuck in that shitter?
Well, they had to, like, when did it happen?
This was posted 2 hours ago.
Yeah, how long did it say he was in there? Like,
well, hold on, I'm reading. But go ahead and get your guesses in now.
A couple hours.
Price is Right rules as always.
I will say overnight. So at least I'd say 6 hours.
Found a tree atop a vehicle, but no one inside. And park rangers told them the tree had trapped a man in a portable. It doesn't say.
Boo.
Bummer.
I know, right?
Even your dog's disappointed.
Yeah, she's like, ah. I have to imagine, like, now I'm just thinking of like that James Franco movie was like 127 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
What would you be willing to gnaw off to get out of a porta-john?
Come on.
Anything but that bucket of shit down there.
Oh, come on. Porta-johns aren't that sturdy. If I really wanted out, I'd be out.
True. How much of a mess would you be willing to make, Kyler?
Well, my hide scrubs, my clothes clean. If I really wanted out,
if I'm not mistaken, they put like that airplane toilet dye in there too, though. Man, you come out looking like one of the members of the Blue Man Group.
But I'd be out now, wouldn't I?
No, not hip huggers. Shroom has no idea what Jinkos are.
Let's look at
imagine almost kind of like parachute pants, but they're jeans. Shroom. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. A lot of kids wore them hanging off their ass. And
yeah.
Pull up your damn pants, you stupid kids.
I think I got like one pair of Jinkos like secondhand from a buddy, and then like I hit a growth spurt. So I only wore them for like not even a month, I think, before they look like almost capri pants.
This is what
those.
Yeah. Although the ones that my buddy gave me weren't nearly that baggy. The elephant bells. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, what do you think would come back first, the Jinkos or the bell bottoms? Because those are pretty much the '90s version of bell bottoms. I will die on that hill.
Well, I've noticed bell bottoms try to come back a couple times.
Yeah, right. Like I caught one chick wearing some bell bottoms like late last year. I was like, "Is this it? Are they coming back?"
And about 10 or 15 years ago, they had a try too. I can't remember exactly.
I think that's when we'll know that the nation is divided beyond repair. Is when everyone stops agreeing that bell bottoms should never make a return. When you get 50% of the population like, you know what, bell bottoms ain't that bad, then we're truly lost as a nation.
Well, as long as they're moderate bell bottoms, not the swishing huge ones, that's not too bad a look. A bit more than the boot cut, if you know what I mean.
I'm sorry, but if you're gonna wear bell bottoms, I want the full Huggy Bear. All right, I want the platform shoes. I want the fur coat, the pimp hat, the whole nine.
Well, yeah. If you're gonna go big.
Exactly.
Well, I just peeked over on Twitter and Olympia Dukakis kicked the bucket. Poor girl.
The only thing I know her from is Look Who's Talking.
Yeah, she had a nice little stretch there where she was in several things. Had a nice little career towards the end of her life there.
See, I don't remember her really from anything. I just remember her being related to Michael. And then when I think of Michael, I think of the tank. Ooh, how
Yeah.
great would that be if they had the funeral procession with him in a tank? I bet you everyone's going to stop for that one.
Actually, I want a tank in my funeral procession. That would be
Right?
awesome.
Just like, are we talking like an Abrams, a Sherman? What? Anything in particular, or just generic tank?
A Sherman would be nice. Yeah.
I want whatever they had at Timmons Square.
Oh, that would be the Chinese knockoff of a T-80, I think, or a T-62.
And I want my funeral procession to go through Chinatown just to freak people out.
With one plant, at least, standing in front of the tank.
Yeah.
Well, no, I've told you this before, Johnny, but like everyone that I've ever planned my funeral with has ended up dying on me already. So I'll go ahead and make my final wishes known here in public.
Here.
But I'd only ever planned out like the music that I wanted played. I never planned like a procession or whatnot or casket, anything like that.
There's the tank.
But yeah, like because I always have like, what kind of songs do you want? What do you want to have played? It's like, for me, I Am the Walrus. I'm not a big Beatles fan, but I think it'd be hilarious to see the looks on people's faces when that starts playing. So someone just gave a eulogy or whatever, and then all of a sudden, I am the Eggman. You are the Eggman. I am the Walrus. Goo goo gajoo. Just see people just like looking around like, what the fuck?
I would as much as I give shit for the song, like as people are leaving, I would like them to start playing "It's Raining Men." Just because everyone's all down, they're like, "Oh God, it felt good to say goodbye," and then all of a sudden, just like, the fuck did you pick this song for?
Well, like I told my best friend, I was like, all right, dude. Because I was certain. I was so certain of all the people I knew. I was like, I'm dying first. There's, like I smoked like a chimney. At the time, I was drinking like a fish. Just eating a crap diet, which I still do. I quit the drinking, but I still eat just trash food and smoke. But I thought I was like, all right, dude. You give your eulogy or whatever. After you're done, play I Am the Walrus. It's like, what? Why? What? Like, because I just imagine that everyone would have this befuddled look on their face, like, what the fuck is going on? This is what? No. Like, everyone expects, like, like Amazing Grace or Hallelujah or something else like that, something kind of,
Wind beneath my wings.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. And I think it would just throw people, because you don't want anybody to be sad at your funeral. You want them to have a yeah, you kind of want to be sad, but not like overly sad.
Oh yeah, George Segal, that's the guy's name. He died too.
And I was like, I just imagine all these people are looking around like, what the fuck's going on here? I was like, and I want you, when they start looking around like that, to just stand up, real calm like, and just tell them, like, he did a lot of drugs. Just go with it. All right. You knew what you signed up for when you came here.
I'd kind of like a traditional Irish wake at my funeral.
Although, I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards like you ever hear the bit Chris Titus did about his dad's funeral?
Yeah.
His dad just, he wanted to put him up in like a cardboard box and let everyone that he, let everyone that he'd pissed off in his life have a chance to piss on him one last time before. He's like, then I want you to cremate me. I want you to go, pick up a hooker, put my ashes in a douche, and run me through one last time. I want people to start reading Edgar Allan Poe at my funeral. If I'm going to have someone read, like doing a selected reading at my funeral, it'd probably be Tucker Max. You ever hear of Tucker Max, Skyler?
No.
You've mentioned him before. I
don't know if I mentioned him on stream. I know I've told you about him in conversation.
Yeah.
He's written a few books, and they're all. I think the genre that they dubbed it, like reviewers and stuff dubbed it, was a frat tire, because it's all about him, like in his college days and whatnot, with his buddies, just doing the random dumb shit that they would, It was hilarious too, like talking about him, like getting drunk and hooking up with chicks and whatnot. And they made a movie out of like his first book called "I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell."
Good title.
Yeah. And like that had a pretty good cast in that movie too. Like that was it Jesse Bradford, and I'm trying to remember who the other dudes were, but had Tracy Lords in it. So, but yeah, just if I'm gonna have a reading at my funeral, it'd probably be the Tucker Tries Butt Sex. This is hilarious. He's writing about this time that he took a girl out. He wines her and dines her, like this, one of his dad's restaurants in Florida. They're getting drunk and eating oysters and whatnot. And then he takes her back to his place. He's got one of his buddies sitting in the closet filming it. And he goes to slip it in the back door, and with all the lube and whatnot, it just turns into a god awful mess. So bad so that even the cameraman in the closet just busts out of the room, just retching.
Well, in my experience, that hasn't been quite that bad, but yeah, that tends to be messy if you're not ready for it.
Well, apparently she was not ready for it. But yeah, that'd be my funeral. Like just old Beatles acid songs. A select reading of Butt Sex Chronicles, and a Chinese tank. What's up, Pat?
Hey, Pat.
Boy, did you just walk in at a weird time.
Yeah. Camel's funeral will be the experience, I tell you what.
We're all going to do DMT, just like Joe Rogan.
Okay, what is DMT?
It's a hallucinogen.
Oh.
It's a dimethyltryptamine.
I'll just stick with weed when I can find it, thank you.
I've never done it, and I probably never will, because all the people that I used to do drugs with are dead or in prison, I think.
Hey, Pat, I just found out, I don't know if you know, Castlevania Season 4 is coming out in May.
Ugh.
Or this month, rather, I guess, would be the wording.
Oh, that's
for
right.
That.
Is May 1st? Is that May Day?
It is May Day.
So I bet there's a lot of air traffic controllers just kind of fucking confused today, huh? Or do you think they plan for it?
I'm sure there's a memo somewhere.
More than likely. I'll be right back. I need to get a soda.
Let's see.
This is the only month they have like it's May Day. You know, like you don't ever hear like September Day. You know,
Let's see.
it's August Day. Just doesn't have the same ring to it, does it?
What is May Day?
Probably some commie shit.
Did you know that May Day has its roots in astronomy? Oh, great.
That's like one step above numerology.
It's the spring equinox and summer solstice. Between. Ancient. I don't care. Agriculture. I don't care. England. I don't care. You can dance around a maypole.
So it's a stripper holiday. I mean, I guess I could get behind that.
Well, they encourage children to do it, so it's very progressive. It's very progressive.
Oh, Lord. Cuties in real life. Oh, actually...
Oh, it's one of those
maypole
things.
dance thing.
Is it like the safety dance kind of thing, or what?
It's
Kind of, yeah.
this thing.
Yeah, it's actually sort of wholesome.
Yeah.
Oh, it is the safety dance. Okay.
Yes, they showed it in the safety dance video. But it's
why?
It's a really old European tradition, mostly English, I believe.
Yeah.
Damn it, I don't have that song stuck in my head. Hey, all right, what's going on, man?
Hey, Rick. I sent you a link to your Discord if you wanted to come in.
Oh, you know what? I wonder. Now I've got that song stuck in my head. I bet you Frog Leap Studios could do a good cover of the safety dance.
Yeah.
I think that'd be hilarious.
Oh, don't they do the metal covers of inappropriate songs?
Yeah, they did
not
WAP.
just inappropriate, but I mean he does covers of like pop songs and like he's got like some good Michael Jackson covers, like the ones he did for Beat It and Smooth Criminal, really good. Thriller was kind of so.
Oh, I heard a good cover of Smooth Criminal by a band called Alien Ant Farm, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that was back in the early 2000s. I remember that one. That was like their one real big hit.
Yeah.
And I never heard anything from them again after that album.
They came out with another 2 albums after that.
But that video was just everything Michael Jackson.
Yep.
That was great. But he's also the one that I've been just playing on repeat here lately. This is a Rah Rah Rasputin cover, and that's a great song. I bet you no one would have ever thought. You know what would make a great metal song? German disco music.
Let's see. 2 weeks ago, he did Blackpink. There's some K-pop band.
Yeah, I don't catch all of them. I just catch the ones like, I know that song. I like that song. Well, let's check it out.
The Power Rangers theme song.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, he's done a bunch of. He's done, and he's got a I don't know 5-6-year-old kid, so he's done like the Baby Shark metal version. He's done the Pokemon theme song metal version.
Apparently, he did California Love.
He did DMX X Gonna Give It to You a couple months ago. He did Gangster's Paradise too.
If there's anything that Coolio can't stand more,
It's a cover of his song.
No, actually, I well, I saw a video clip of him like doing an a cappella version of Gangsta's Paradise with like a group of like college students.
He just went a funky town.
You know what? One that's a really good one. His cover of Jolene.
Yeah.
Like I bet you if Jolene ever hears that, she's gonna have second thoughts.
And then Straight Up by Paula Abdul.
Well,
Addicted to Love.
And I rate to sing he didn't get anything in DMs.
In Discord? I'll send it in Twitter.
well, I'm just boring. I was looking at my YouTube feed and nothing truly interesting except guns and tanks and political stuff.
Let's see. You got to make up for that little Twitter or that little Google slip you had earlier, Pat. Someone's looking up spotted dick and
Oops.
forgot to put that filter on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Reminds me of my experience finding my avatar. I just Googled old man pictures free to use, and oh Lord, I forgot to put the frickin' face search on. Wow.
I just seen a video on Twitter. You know, a bunch of dudes roll up trying to carjack a dude while he's pumping gas. And I don't know how much he had to pay for that, but he just sprays them all with gasoline and they drive off.
Yeah, I wonder if they would fine you for that. Hey, Ray.
Hey, guys. What's up?
Well, now when we can get Irate's idea. What do you think's coming back first? Bell bottoms or Jinkos? This is the question of the day.
I think that version of bell bottoms has already come back. I noticed a lot of high-waisted pants that's coming back in style, and that was big with bell bottoms. Yeah, and if you got a chick with a really great ass, man, they look great in those, man. Very visually appealing to me. I don't know. But you know, it's like I just wear my shorts and t-shirt, and I'm good, man.
I found that I have an affinity for carpenter pants just because of all the pockets. That and like cargo shorts.
yeah. That's what I wear, cargo shorts, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, my friend calls them purse pants, and I'm like, yeah.
So,
dude, you got to put your shit somewhere.
It's either that or a fanny pack. Which one do you want me to wear?
Yeah. I mean, you know, back in the days, we had to put our weed down in where our junk was, right? And so now we got a pocket off for that.
The great thing is I got a card now, so I can just carry it out in the open.
Dude. Hashtag jelly.
Yeah.
Well, I am surprised too because like they put it on like a ballot initiative a couple years ago, and everyone's looking at me like, "So are you going to vote for it?" It's like, "Fuck no! It's medical marijuana. Like they're not going to pass that." Like Oklahoma was the second to last state to legalize tattooing. I had no faith, and then they went ahead and passed it.
Well, you know, it's like if you're very forward thinking, you know, you want to do that. I think any state. I'm trying to press my state to do it, and they legalized industrial hemp a year and a half ago, and it went into effect like last year. So we'll see where that goes, because usually when that starts, there, you know, the others soon to follow.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see how long they take to, because it is a joke here in Oklahoma. there's nobody going in there for actual medical need. It's just people want to get high, and I knew that was what's going to happen.
That's all I'd want to do, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I've got chronic pain and shit, you know, and I don't have any kind of prescription medication to treat it. So it does help with that. But fuck, I like to get stoned and listen to music, whatever. That's my thing.
It helps me relax. I got the anxiety or whatever.
I feel you.
But no, it's such a joke. Like, I went in to get the medical card, and like the doc asked me, he's like, "So, what ailments or whatever do you have to that you feel you would need medical marijuana for?" And I straight up just used the Ron White joke. I was like, "Well, doc, I get kind of bummed when I run out of weed."
I get depressed, man, when I run out of my happy nugs.
Yeah. And he's like, "Well, that sounds like anxiety to me." You have any problem sleeping? I was like, "No, man. I sleep all the time, man. No, I don't have any problem sleeping. It's getting to sleep. Well, that sounds like insomnia, sir." All right, you're the doctor, man. Write down whatever you need.
Jesus. Get some heavy duty indica, fucking flatten your ass.
I'm more of a sativa guy. The indicas give me the spins.
Yeah.
Like the weed is getting too strong these days.
I feel you, man. You got to dial that shit back just a little bit.
I had a dude. He was smoking on a pre-roll. It was 30% THC. He's like, "You want to hit this?" Fuck no. Fuck no, dude. I got shit to do today, sir.
Let me check my calendar.
I got places to be and people to see. I can't be no.
Say to FTW Neil out there, he's crazy. Yeah, he hosed me last Sunday. I'm going to hold him to that. I'm going to make him remember that every time I see him. Just saying.
But yeah,
I'm not being dramatic, man. I'm fucking with him. He knows I'm fucking with him.
but no, man. Like as I'm getting older, I prefer that daytime weed. I cannot. I can't have someone's gonna put me to sleep.
Yeah, just a hit or two and just kind of float through the day.
Yeah, no, that exactly, man. Exactly. It's just 2-hit shit, and you're ding, good to go.
I mean, if my younger self could see me now, he would think that I'm such a lightweight. Like when I was in high school, I was such an idiot in high school. I was rolling around I had a 4-foot bong in my car. Just wherever I went, like it had like a bowl that you could fit like a quarter of an ounce in.
Yeah.
Just party time all the time.
My friends always called me the one-hit wonder.
Back in my days, man, you get the luck of the draw of whatever your dude had. It was like 35 for an ounce, and it was half of it was seeds, and and a fat one maybe would get 2 people really good. Of course, then they came with the seedless, more potent shit. It started in the 80s and shit. And
oh yeah, and nowadays, like I go into the dispensary and they've got all kinds of shit. They got the edibles, they've got the gummies, the Chiba Chews, they've got tinctures, they've got drinks, they've got THC infused drinks.
Yep. And
they got some of those things that are just ridiculously strong. There was one I saw that was 1,000 milligrams of THC in this like 12-ounce bottle.
Dude.
Good God.
Yeah.
I would, yeah. It's Tariq Nasheed's brother, next door neighbor. FTW Neil is Tariq Nasheed's brother's next door neighbor.
But like I didn't have enough money for the 1,000 milligram one. I was like, I want to try that because I have hit or miss with edibles and whatnot. Like I've always had a pretty high metabolism, so that stuff doesn't hit me quite that hard normally.
Yeah.
I didn't have enough money for 1,000 milligrams, so I went with the 500 milligram one, and I drank about half of it. And all of a sudden, like I started getting the tunnel vision. I was like, "Oh shit! I need to do something. This is You know,
They should stay with your ass too.
went and raided the fridge real fast, and next thing you know, I'm just cleaning my house like a madman, trying to keep from just going off the hinges.
Well, that's sativa. Then that would be a good, good.
No, it was like an indica because I felt myself like, oh, I'm about to start spinning. I just grabbed something and hold on.
So you were just
Yeah,
amped
screw
in
the
the overrun.
spins.
Yeah, I usually just feel like I'm made out of sponge. I can feel air flowing through me and shit.
Well, like I said, man, it's just getting too fucking strong these days because it used to be like I could smoke an indica, I could smoke a sativa, it didn't matter, you know. I just kept on keeping on, and now that shit'll hit me like a Mack truck.
Yep. And here I sit in a state where if they catch you with more than an eighth on you, they're running your ass in.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm considering just seeing if I start growing my own because I think I can have up to like 6 plants now.
Yeah.
Well, do check on that before you start, Camel. You don't want to get yourself in trouble.
Oh yeah, no, I know I can have plants. I just don't remember the exact number. I think it's on the back of the card here. I can have up to 3 ounces on my person.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Good Lord, that's enough for a month and a half for me.
Dude, that's like 6 months for me.
I can have 6 mature plants, 6 up to 6 seedlings. I can have 1 ounce of concentrate.
God damn.
Holy shit, 72 ounces of edible, and up to 8 ounces. Up to 8 ounces of marijuana in my residence.
Holy smokes!
Wow.
Exactly right. Yeah, man. They don't play.
8 ounces. I'd have to freeze dry most of that shit because.
Now on the flip side though, if I were to like have all that and someone were to try and break into my house to steal my shit, I can't shoot them if I'm high. So, you know, that's one thing. Like I was wondering about this. Was like, all right, what if like it's the end of the day and I burn down a number before I go to bed and then someone breaks into my house after I go to sleep. Can I shoot them then? Or is it just like, you know, is it one of those things like I can't shoot them while I got a joint in hand? How does that work?
Not sure down where you're at, but here, my next door neighbor, he's a deputy, and he said, yeah, if you have to, don't wound them, kill them.
Well, I mean, Oklahoma's got castle doctrine, so, you know, I think it's really just like, you know, you're not supposed to discharge a firearm if you are intoxicated. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, you could say that about alcohol or anything else. What if a dude's breaking into my house after I've, you know, just had happy hour? What the fuck am I supposed to do? Just let him just, you know, take my TV and shit? No. Hey, Becca, how's it going?
Hey, Becca.
I don't know. Offer him $100 to go away.
Well, see, that's why like I have multiple layers of home defense, starting with my 130-pound fur missile.
Oh yeah, that's right. You keep pitties, don't you?
I got a Rottweiler.
Or yeah, thinking of someone else. Sorry. Roddy.
Well, no. I've got a Rottweiler, and I do have an English Bulldog.
Oh, and I bet he's just derpy and cute too.
Oh, she very much is. Actually, like, if you ever listen to one of these live streams and you hear a dog snoring, that's the Bulldog. She likes to perch herself up on the recliner and just you know, she's laying on the pillow right now. You'll probably hear her start snoring here in a little bit. I agree, Becca. Rottweilers are the best puppers. And the great thing is, like, I'm the only one he like really listens to. He'll mind the girlfriend, you know, up to a point, but I'm the only one that he'll really be like, oh, he means business. I better calm the fuck down.
Okay, so in my state, a true medical marijuana proposal has finally made it through the House after 4 years. So, and it's called the Compassion Act. So,
Oh, hey, Terry. Hey, Della. How's it going, guys?
that's interesting.
I think the only reason why we got it in Oklahoma is because it was a ballot initiative. If it was to go through the legislature, we still wouldn't have it.
You know,
Yeah.
if I didn't send that to you through Discord, who did I send it to?
Well, all right. So, with all this shit, I know, dude. With all this shit that's going on, with Biden, you'd expect them to at least legalize weed. I don't know.
Yeah, they should just remove the obstacles on the federal level and let the states decide.
I agree. I totally agree. I think it would be beneficial to everybody,
Well, that is just millions in tax dollars sitting there,
I don't know, man.
waiting to be gotten.
Man.
And the government does do some things that I approve of. Provide for the common defense and, the common infrastructure. Those things I approve of. Some of the other things, not so much.
That's crazy. Apparently, if you live in North Carolina, McDonald's is offering a $400 signing bonus to hire in.
Yeah, some businesses offer up to 300 here.
Work. I gotta go back there Monday. Don't wanna.
But I just thought that was interesting. Like and it's gone. There it is. Somebody's like, this isn't the incriminating evidence you think it is, Harvey. It's the smallest signing bonus I've ever seen, and to risk your own health to serve the massless, greasy food for minimum wage, it's a hard pass. I don't know about North Carolina, but my McDonald's, they wear masks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere is the employees have to mask up at least. Here.
Our state has dropped the mask mandate, but our county has one regardless.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure on the statewide level, but on the local level, basically the employees have to wear masks and at your own discretion for the customers. Except in a few places where their corporate says, no, we have to have everyone in masks if they're in our business. And okay, their place, their rules.
That's one of the reasons why I'm trying to get a job working at one of the dispensaries, because that's probably the only place in town I've seen where employees aren't wearing masks. Like, well, I'll try and go to work there then, because I've got sinus issues enough from my smoking and whatnot that wearing a mask even for like an hour, it makes me sound like I'm sick. Like nose starts running, end up coughing and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, buddy. But I have to wear the mask at work, and I get away with the nose peeking out thing, and it's not quite as bad, but
Well, I think it's hilarious because, like, Becca says, only our bank and Walmart employees wear masks now. The Walmart employees do wear masks, and they have it posted like, you're supposed to wear a mask when you come into Walmart. Not even half, I would say, of the customers are wearing masks. So I walk in there's like, I'm willing to risk it. Fuck it,
Yep, I've had a good life, and I like my odds, so I'd rather just catch it and get it the fuck over with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the one hand, I kind of want somebody to confront me about, like, why aren't you wearing a mask? I just want to do that Tyler Durden move, Just trip the fucker and just start coughing on him. You don't know where I've been, Lou. You don't know where I've been. Just see the horror on their face when I start hawking a loogie, Oh, man.
Well, it does help that I generally wear a giveaway cap from the local smoke shop when I'm out and about. So if I start hacking, they're like, "Oh, smoker."
I just feel like the people who will confront you about not wearing a mask are the same people who will confront you about smoking outside. And
Yeah,
I've had a few of those people in my day. Like I'm standing outside, well away from any entrance to a building or anything like that, smoking a cigarette, minding my own business, and they walk up. Excuse me.
No, my
the
mom used
correct.
to smoke basic light 100s, and she got enough. She smoked enough to win like a hat and a backpack.
Mm.
And I wore the hat for like one day in middle school, and that was just before they're like, "Oh yeah, you can't do that anymore because you know
Advertising tobacco.
we need to teach you kids not to smoke."
Dude, I remember when like the Winston Cup like
Yeah,
ceased to be, you know,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
like, whoa, it's so weird. It was very strange. Hmm.
I went
Exactly,
like
Becca.
Jacob Jett. I wonder is he old enough to remember the Winston Cup or no? Is he like 18, 19 now?
He's
Jed,
20 now.
Oh, he's 20. When did they switch it from the Winston Cup?
so he's 2001. Oh, it was before that, dude.
Mm.
Yeah, the anti-tobacco thing started in the 90s.
Yeah, because I'm old enough to remember the Winston Cup and actually sitting there and watching it on TV.
I remember when I first went to work, you know, to a real job. We were smoking in the damn offices and shit. It
Right?
was,
Yeah.
I mean, it was smoky everywhere. It was, oh my God.
Like I'm old. I'm old enough to remember watching like the races of the Winston Cup, and you'd see and probably one of the greatest names ever, Dick Trickle.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
He had a pack of cigarettes in his car, so when they were like on like caution laps,
yeah.
he would pull one out, and he's sitting there smoking a cigarette, going 60 miles an hour, riding around the track.
Okay, according to Google, it switched over in 2003.
Okay, so he was a toddler when it happened. Okay, never mind. But no, like that's one of the last things the last great things about being a Choctaw for me was I was in college and I could go into one of the travel plazas and they had ashtrays on the shelves. You could go around, you could get your snack foods and whatnot, and you could walk in with a lit cigarette, just ash it in the ashtray as you're going down the aisle. It was great. But they finally got rid of that. I don't know. Let's see, was that was what 10 years ago? Probably sometime around 8, 9 years ago. But that was the last place I could smoke indoors. Partly because all the travel plazas are connected to casinos.
Ah,
Now if I want to smoke, in a enclosed environment, I got to go like gamble money.
well, just get your 20 or 100 worth of chips and sit around, smoke, play a little bit, smoke, play a little bit.
Well, they're supposed to be negotiating a new gaming compact with the state, and I imagine part of that negotiation is going to be also like the McGirt decision that made half of Oklahoma into an Indian reservation. But the tribes are trying to get sports books, so you can bet on sporting events at the casinos. And if I could put down some money on a like a UFC fight or a boxing match or something like that, I'd consider going back to the casino. Because really, all they've got is like slot machines and blackjack.
Hmm.
They don't have the OTB anymore. They don't even have the poker tables.
Dude.
Well, why not?
Uh, I don't think they had enough people playing poker to keep the poker tables, and I don't remember why they got rid of OTB. I think they got rid of OTB either when I was in high school or in college. So it's been a while.
Well, horse racing does seem to be a kind of dying sport.
Oh, that reminds me. Isn't that the Kentucky Derby today or something?
Not the I. Good grief! I don't know.
I'm not sure either.
I could have swore I heard P Dog earlier talking about the Kentucky Derby. I don't know. Maybe it's.
I think we're just talking about sports.
Oh.
Oh, I guess it is this weekend.
I should also go back and see if they introduced the Camel bet that you suggest. Yeah.
Yesterday and today.
Oh yeah, that said it happened at around noon.
Well, it's already over.
The only thing I ever found interesting about horse racing was the names they gave the horses. That's it. I didn't care which one of them actually won. I just want to see what kind of crazy names you give them.
Yeah, when my father was a young man, he groomed for one of the local stables. So it was kind of fun going to the local horse race with him, because if you could get him to have an opinion at all on a race, he was usually right.
Well, that's like if that's one of the things. Like if I ever got rich, rich enough to where I could have like a horse farm, something like that, I would want to enter a horse into a horse race just so they'd have to read the weird ass name, like and coming in, on the outside, glue factory.
Prolapse sphincter.
Yeah.
And coming up from the rear, screaming ejaculation.
That's right. I like these names.
Daddy's favorite ashtray coming in third.
It does sound like a kind of like a Native American thing. Screaming ejaculation. That's right.
That's probably the favorite joke that my dad ever told me about Indians, because he's a white dude. Is a young brave walks up to his father, the chief, and he asks him, "Father, how is it that we come by our names?" And the chief tells him, he says, "Well, son, when a young brave first leaves the teepee, they are named after the first thing that they lay their eyes on. Why do you ask, two dogs fucking?"
Classic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. My name would be Cheerleader Panties. I was moving out, and the gal down the street was getting in her car. She bent over, and she was a cheerleader, and, well, I got myself an eyeful.
Oh, Johnny.
Yes.
Quiz is getting his wish. They're making a Miss Marvel movie.
Oh, good Lord.
With the hands, that Ms. Marvel?
Yeah. The beginning.
He's waiting for that America Chavez one.
Yeah, that's Miss Marvel.
No, that's the new Captain America, or the one that took Captain America's place as he punched Hitler or whatever. Some bullshit.
Yeah, Miss Marvel, America Chavez. She went back in time and replaced Steve Rogers punching Hitler. But yeah, this is the one that Quiz has been waiting for. He's actually gonna go see this one.
Wait, that's Miss Marvel?
Yeah.
What about so? Who's Kamala Khan, the one with the hands that get gigantic?
I thought that was Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I have them confused. America Chavez. Okay, so that is okay. I'm wrong here.
Yeah, America Chavez is fucking just basically Roseanne Barr or Rosie O'Donnell, actually, with the Mexican accent.
Rosie O'Donnell Martinez.
That's right.
Okay, yeah. So this is Kamala Khan, because somebody says, "I'm not too familiar. Isn't she just like the Muslim Mr. Fantastic? What are her abilities?"
Yeah.
Because somebody's like, "Muslim Mr. Fantastic, you're a piece of shit."
Yeah, that's what all that shit started, man. Was that character?
And not far off.
and the girl that created her, her only claim to fame at that point was a post college book that she wrote about, because she fell in love with this dude and converted to Islam to marry him, and she lived over there, and she wrote this book. I think it's called something the Butterfly or some shit. I can't remember the writer's name, but
Sounds like
so it was really important that they got her to write Kamala Khan because they you can only write what you know. So therefore, they got a Muslim to write a Muslim, of course, because that makes perfect sense.
Becca asks, how would you describe or explain Batman to someone who's never heard of him? Ooh.
DC's Moon Knight.
Billionaire vigilante in need of therapy. That's how I would describe him, Becca.
Definitely got control issues, that's for sure.
Well, no, just like it's all driven by some my parents murdered. It's like, yeah, when you were a kid, dude, let it go. You are a billionaire. Donate to the fucking police. Start a scholarship program. Open a boys club, boys and girls club or something, man. Put that money to some use. You really think you're just gonna be able to go around single-handedly punching crime in the face? No.
But it is so satisfying to punch somebody.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've been going back and since I've got burnt out on Marvel, I started watching the DC comic book shows, and of course I've done it completely out of order. I started with The Flash, and then I've started watching Arrow. Apparently, right. I should have started watching that one first.
Yeah, Arrow kind of introduced everything, and Arrow is really well done, dude.
Yeah, I'm on season 6 now.
Yeah,
and the only thing that really bugs me is because I've got the crossover episodes, and I don't feel like I don't want to sit there and just flip back and forth to get the whole story. Right. I'm just sitting there binging, man. Like so. I just hit next episode. It's like, oh, well, this is continued on, this show. It's like, I'll get to it eventually. So, I'm seeing all the crossover episodes, just out of order, and it's like, eventually this will make sense. Yeah, exactly, Terry. You can't fight cancer, but you can fight someone with cancer. Same logic applies to crime.
Terry's too fucking witty.
Terry is a treasure.
But they have had a few episodes on the Flash was worse with it, but they've had a couple times on Arrow. It's like, oh, come on, man. But not nearly as bad as the Flash. The Flash one had one, the Bachelorette party episode. They literally said #feminism 4 times.
Oh, Lord.
I was like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, when a show starts doing gimmick episodes, it's pretty much run its course for me.
Well, yeah. And the last season of Arrow is, I don't know, it's the last 2 seasons of Arrow, I don't know, get really dumb. And they have to throw a little woke shit in it. And that's one of the reasons I think that the main actor that played the Arrow wanted to kill it, because he's, that he is not a liberal like a Hollywood leftist, right? But he was always able to stay out of shit. Which is, I wouldn't care if they all did it. If they would all just shut their fucking mouths and do your job, act, and entertain my ass.
Right? That's why Kurt Russell is a national treasure.
Exactly.
Yeah, he said so publicly. I'm going to come in. I'm going to do my job. I'm going to do the best job I can, and then I'm out. I'm not going to be saying something inappropriate during the press conferences and stuff. I'm just going to talk up the movie, and we're done.
That's right.
I mean, that's why I'm wondering, like, how much longer is Chris Pratt gonna last? You know, with the Marvel movies and whatnot, because I gotta imagine like either they're getting at the end of their rope with him, or he's getting at the end of his rope with them. Because like they had like all the Avengers and whatnot for the was it like a Biden fundraiser last year? He was like the only one that didn't show up.
And so they labeled him a conservative.
Yeah, and because he goes to church, you know.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with going to church as long as you're not pushing it on everybody around you.
And I don't think he is. Like I haven't heard shit about him saying anything about going to church. You know,
Yeah,
that's part of the reason I like him. I don't know anything about the dude other than he's in a movie I like. You know,
as pertaining to religion, he's typically like he'll bring up God, and that's pretty much about it.
yeah, the most vanilla of religious takes is like, yeah, I believe in God. Okay. I mean, I personally am unaffiliated. You know, and I would consider myself an agnostic. I don't know if there is a God or not. It's above my pay grade. I imagine at some point I'll figure it out. You know,
Mm.
when I die, either there'll be pearly gates or hellfire or nothing, and then I'll know.
Yeah,
Until then, why waste my time?
I was just
just
gonna
try and be
say
a
that.
decent person, and or at the very least, try not to be a shitbag. Very low bar, I think.
Yeah. Meet your obligations, take care of those you care about, and just try to get through life causing as little pain and suffering on others as you can.
Hey Yoda, how's it going? But yeah, if there's one thing that I have taken away from religion, it's the golden rule. You know,
Oh yeah. If you want people to treat you decently, treat others decently, and they might return it. If they don't, you don't need them in your life anyway.
I totally agree.
oh, is somebody gonna do like screenshots of that?
Screenshots
What? Oh, that story I saw earlier from the New York Times. The from best friends to platonic spouses.
What does that mean?
It means people who can't find love are just marrying their friends and still not having sex. Because like the picture they use for the article is two kind of doughy chicks wearing wedding dresses standing in front of a blue-haired official for the ceremony. Some people are taking their friendship to the next level by saying "I do" to marriages without sex. That's the sub headline.
Pathetic.
But yeah, it's like like so why do you need to get married? And like, what, you guys can't just be platonic friends living together? I mean, is this like the night? That's what I've noticed. Like all the people who talk about like the 1950s in a bad way tend to act like they live in the 1950s in a bad way.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
You can't just have two single women living together. That's just what would the neighbors think? Those bitches better get married.
I wonder if pairing up actually takes care of a deep-seated need in the human being.
I wonder what the kind of because this is two chicks that are tying the knot. I wonder what the domestic violence rate is between platonic friends living married to each other.
We've been married a week, and I fucking can't tolerate you now. Jesus Christ.
I just think that's hilarious. Is like if you want to break it down by like sexuality, women are the worst domestic abusers. Women living with women beat the shit out of more women than any other demographic. just makes me giggle.
That would be a hate fax, sir.
You remember who you're talking to?
Oh, right.
But yeah, just ACL and patella tendon. Ouch, dude. I hope you know feeling better on the mend, man.
Woof. Those are some heavy drugs they got you on 3/4.
All I know is that as I'm getting older, the rain causes me pain now. So I don't even want to imagine what having to have like a patella graft and everything would feel like.
Jesus.
Yeah, in doing Muay Thai, I fucked my knee pretty good. I can't run, but I can still do some of the exercises for it. I'm still going into the doctor as soon as my benefits kick in to get it checked out, but I'm kind of hoping that is not what I researched that it is. And I'm certainly not hoping that it is what 3/4 has got going on.
Oh, dear. Yeah. And talking about getting older, wait until you pull something in your sleep, Camel.
I do that.
Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt, sir.
I was gonna say I've been doing that for years.
Yeah, not the alcoholic type though. That's not,
Oh no, this started after I quit drinking. I was doing that in my 20s.
the waking up with bruises and bumps and shit that you don't know how you got. Wait the night before when he's drinking and shit.
I'm pretty sure if there is a God, he made me with spare parts because I snap, crackle, and pop like a Rice Krispie treat when I wake up in the morning.
Hey, you're not the only one.
Dude, Uzi fucked up her knee really bad. A severe sprain for like a month. Had to have it drained and shit.
Well, like my girlfriend, because I'm a night person, she's a morning person, and our pack of hounds, they like to get up as soon as somebody gets up, so it's normally her in the morning.
Right.
And on 2 separate occasions, she has screwed up her leg. Both legs, just one the first time, the other one this last time, taking them out. And it's like, would you just wake me the fuck up? I'll take them out. And because I roll into bed like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. She's usually getting up like 5, 6, 7. It's like, how about I just take them out before I come to bed, and that way you don't have to. Because the first time she actually broke her leg. This last time, the other leg, she partially tore. I can't remember which one it was. It's not the ACL.
The MCL.
NCL.
There's 3 of them, right? There's the ACL, MCL, and what's the other one?
ACL, LCL, MCL.
It's the LCL. I think that's the one. She's got a partial tear on that now because
it's the lateral. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, the first time she fractured her leg because she went to take our dogs out, and our neighbors also have dogs. They've got like some kind of like border collie, Australian Shepherd mix or something like that, and their dogs like to run to the fence, put their paws up, bark. Our dogs do the same, and it's just a noisy, cacophony of just animal sounds, and so she went one time to grab a hold of one of the dogs. The dog went one way. She went with it. Her leg stayed in place.
Ouch.
Yeah. And this last time, I don't remember if she just slipped or whatever, but yeah, she partially tore the LCL. It's like, because again, she went to take the dogs out, and the neighbor dogs were out. It's like, okay, either wake me up or make sure the neighbors aren't fucking outside, woman. One of the two.
Wake me up before you go.
But I feel bad for her too. It's like every time, it's like, what happened? I'm just waiting for the day. Is like somebody's gonna be like, it's your old man, isn't it? He's Like doing some misery shit or something, huh? It's like, no, it's the dogs, I swear.
Right, Mr. Camel. Right. Now
Yeah.
we're just going to go take your girl over here and talk to her privately. And it's probably nothing, sir.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the day like the cop shows like, well,
Probably
we've had reports of yelling. It's like, yeah, I was yelling at the dogs. They won't shut up.
Yeah, they won't stop barking when I beat her. I mean,
Mm.
yeah,
I just sound violent. I swear. And that's the great thing, isn't it? You know, just being loud these days is violence.
yeah. When if you guys can still see this, when I fucked my knee up the first time, this MCL here was buried into that joint. These were torn off completely, and this one just looked like a deflated tire.
Mm.
Ow.
And then for my other knee, I think I just hurt something here. I don't even think I even hurt the MCL. Or the LCL, whichever one's on the inside.
Well, see, that's the great thing about Indian medicine. I don't ever go there unless I absolutely have to. So as far as I know, I could be walking on two completely bum wheels right now. You know?
And don't forget the ADL.
Yeah. As far as I'm aware, there's nothing broken with me, but it just feels like it.
Yeah, I may have broken my arm when I was a teenager, but we were broke and had no insurance, and it went away after a while. So,
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, the only things that I've ever broken are my nose and one of my traffic fingers.
I got it.
Yeah. And I do feel that one, like in the cold and the rain as well. But for some reason, just the knees are the worst. I can tell you it's going to rain like a day before it happens.
There's a disturbance in my knee.
Yeah. Well, the best part is like, my dad is like, I tell him like, yeah, it's going to rain. You might want to go ahead and mow. Like, oh, is that some Indian knowledge? It's like, no, it's just getting old. Fuck you.
Well, it's like I was telling Camel, we have the same dad almost.
pretty much.
He was teaching me to shoot his recurve bow, and I could barely hold the thing back as it is. And he's like, okay, now you got the shot lined up, and then you just aim with your left arm, and then just let go with your right hand. And as he's telling me to do this, I'm getting my shot lined up. He leans in, and he just goes, "Hey yeah, hey yeah." And the arrow just flies off, like it's gone. He's on the ground laughing.
Yeah, that's why I love seeing like natives bitching on Twitter. It's like, oh, if only you had a white dad growing up, you would be immune to this shit. Like there is nothing you can say about me being an Indian that's going to hurt my feelings. I had 30 years of training. Thank you.
yeah, your old man was just looking out for you. Totally not amusing himself.
Hey, man, two birds, one stone. I can't blame him. Like, if I ever end up having kids, I will pass that tradition along.
I've already got the bullet points up, so we're...
That between my dad and my mom, like I kind of wanted to have kids just so I could fuck with them,
God.
And then I was like, you know what? That probably wouldn't, be my luck. My kid turned out. I think it should be a playful ribbing and just whatnot. End up having like Jeffrey Dahmer as a son or something.
And in other news, Camel Jr. took a gun to school.
Camel Jr. spoke in class today.
Camel's got a gun. What did his daddy do?
That's right. Daddy, no.
Questions raised in the disappearance of the 11th grade biology class. Only survivor is Campbell Jr.
I don't know, man. If the kid's going to take after me at all, he's going to be asleep in biology class because he's acing that one. That pissed off all of my classmates.
My dad just wants me to be a doctor.
Your dad just wants you to be a doctor.
No, Johnny. Remember, casino Indian, not call center Indian. I'm not going to put that kind of expectations on the kid. But no, yeah, when I was in like high school and college, if I had to take a biology class, classmates hated me because I would show up late. I'd sleep through class. Like college, I only even showed up on the test days. I didn't bother actually going to class. But they, one girl, I'd gone to school with her from like kindergarten all the way through like freshman year of college. And she was so pissed off because I came in, I enrolled late. So I was like 2 weeks behind already in the class. And first test, aced it. Second test, aced it. Was barely even showing up. She's like, "How do you do that?" I was like, "I read the book. You should try it. All the answers are in there."
Yep.
But in high school, it was great because my high school biology teacher, he was an old Army vet, and my biology class was right after lunch, so perfect time to nap. You got a full belly. Half the time he was like showing videos or some kind of like a slide presentation, so he's got like half the room dark. And being a tall fucker as I am, I was always in the back of class anyway, just so that way nobody had to stare at the back of my head. And so I just, lights go out, my head goes down. More than one time I was woke up because I was snoring. Like, "Hey man, you can't be doing that." I was like, "I'm sorry." And he finally one day he pulled me aside. He's like, I realize you got like a 98 in my class, but you really can't be sleeping in class. It's going to get me in trouble. Like other kids are going to complain. It's going to get to the principal. I was like, "The principal loves me." just tell him it's me. He'll understand. We're cool.
We have an understanding.
Well, yeah, because I was on the debate team, and the principal of my high school was like the last football coach to win a state title for the school. So anybody who could bring trophies back to school, he loved them. And like our football team that year went like 0-10. No, I think they went 1-10. They won one game, 3-0. So he didn't have much to root for from his chosen profession. But the debate team, we always came back with first place trophies. And since I was on the debate team, he's like, "I'll let it slide." More than one time, I got into trouble with a teacher, like back talking or whatever. They'd send me to the principal's office. "What'd you do now, Camel?" "Well, Mr. So-and-so said something stupid, and I just corrected him. I mean, I had the right information, he had the wrong information. I thought the class should know. And this is an educational institution after all, isn't it, sir?" "All right, well, don't do it again." "I can't make any promises about that, sir, but I'll try." Like the only time I got into any real trouble in high school was the one day he wasn't there. And like the vice principal, like that bitch, she didn't like me.
Yeah, tell that story because that's a good one.
So it was my junior year of high school, and I was in an AP U.S. history class, And it was a joke because all the social studies classes in my high school were taught by coaches. So that was like their second job that they didn't really care about as much as their coaching. And we had a substitute teacher that day, and it's this old hippie chick from like San Francisco. And all through this class, it was like half of them was boys, half girls, and there was like me and one other dude. You know, we're stuck in the middle. All the boys on the right side of the room, all the girls on the left side of the room, and all the boys except for me and this one other dude were jocks. You know, they were in some kind of athletic activity, and one of them was on the golf team, which I still count him as a jock because that's a state of mind. You know, even if golf isn't a sport, but so like the you know, me and this other dude were just sitting in no man's land in between the boys and the girls. 1 second.
That's a sneeze. Yeah, I got nothing.
Sorry about that. Girlfriend was talking to me about paying some bills. And close this door. But yeah, so we're sitting there in this class, and I've been giving these guys shit all year long because this coach, you could kill 45 minutes of a 50-minute class just by talking about Sports Center or something you saw on TV. Didn't really talk all that much about history. And at one point in time, like, they started talking about politics and being on the debate team, knowing about current events and stuff going on in the government. I would just run circles around these dudes. And they didn't like it very much because, you know, it made them feel stupid. Rightfully so. And we get the substitute, and, you know, so the coach who was usually there, you know, he'd let me just go because he thought it was funny, I guess. It was amusing to him. Well, he's not there, so one of the football players in the class, he gets mad that I you know, made some comment about him being dumb because he probably said something dumb. And he went ahead and called me a bundle of sticks in the not so nice way. And our hippy dippy substitute, she sent him to the principal's office for it. And I go to my next class, and I get called to the office. And I'm thinking, all right, well, I'm just going to go in here and tell him what he said, and he'll get in trouble, and yada, yada, no problem, right? No, I get there. The principal's not there. It's the vice principal. Our vice principal was married to the school's athletic director. So she loved the athletes. Maybe a little more than she should have, you know, if you were to believe some of the rumors going around back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, this dude had told her his sob story about how I was bullying him and all of his buddies in our history class. And you know, it's like she you know, she starts reading me the riot act without, you know, me knowing why at first. And I finally clue in. And she's like, how, you know, why are you sitting here, you know, bullying these young men? I was like, me bullying them? And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I didn't even realize I said it until like the look of shock registered on her face. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm not bullying these guys. You know? But yeah, so I end up getting like 3 days of in-school suspension for bullying. Like that's when I realized like my generation was definitely on the downward, you know, downward trend. I was like, if I'm the bully in this school, you guys are a bunch of pussies.
Yeah, you didn't even leave no bruises. Come on now. That's not bullying. That's just being a dick.
It's emotional scarring.
Well, like I guess, you know, in if I were going to steel man their argument, my mother was like practically like psychological operations level, you know.
Psyops.
Yeah. Like, you know, my dad, you know, yeah, if you get in trouble with him, he'll bust your ass, put you in timeout, you know, over and done with. My mom, she would just fuck with you, you know. But yeah, that was my bullying story from school. Like there wasn't any swirlies, there wasn't any getting stuffed into lockers, just mean words.
No getting hit in the back of the head while you're in your locker. Nothing like that.
Oh, I mean, we did have like in my school they had like fight week, pretty much, which nobody ever stepped up to me during that time to air any grievances or whatnot. But it was like the week I can't remember. Was it the week right before spring? Yeah, I want to say it was like right before spring break. For some reason, that week right before spring break at my school, you would just have like a handful of fist fights just breaking out over the course of the week, and people getting suspended. I think there's people just trying to get get their spring break started a little early. You know, I don't know if there were any friends like, hey man, I'll swing at you, you swing at me, they'll break it up, we go home early. You know, I want to think that maybe somebody was smart enough to game the system that way, but more than likely it's just assholes wanting to fight each other.
Yeah. One of our PE teachers wanted to give the kids who had beef, put the gloves on them and referee it and, make it a boxing match.
Oh yeah, man, that'd be great.
For some reason, the
superintendent, principal.
yeah, those peoples weren't on board with it. I have no idea why.
Give them a mouth guard and some headgear. And just let them go at it, man.
I was one to suggest because they were trying to think of new activities for the Special Olympics. I told them,
no.
I told them boxing and wrestling could work. Apparently they didn't like that.
Johnny just wants to see some tarred fights.
We when I got hired, my sister and her friend worked at the other company that did the same thing that we did. And one of the guys that we were talking to, it's like, oh, yeah, we're going to go to the garden. We'll see you later. And she goes, the garden? He goes, yeah, that's where all the vegetables are. And I'm like, oh, shit, man. I'm like, so does that make the Special Olympics the salad?
And Shroom says, I punched a kid in the belly and face after wrapping his head around a red brick wall in front of the principal and a dozen teachers and was told next time to do it off school property. Those were the days, sir. Those were the days.
Oh, yeah. When you lay another kid out, the teacher saw the whole thing and saw that the other kid started it. Teacher just says, go to class, move it.
Well, what I think is hilarious is like I got 3 days of in-school suspension for that, which, I mean, it's really I hate the way they call it, the in-school suspension. It's like, then you're not suspended. You're in school. You're just pretty much in solitary confinement in school. You're still sitting there at a desk having to do your schoolwork and shit. You just don't have the benefit of sitting in class and listening to the teacher explain it.
Yeah. I got all my work done like in the first 2 hours, and then I read books all day.
Well, yeah, I would get my work done in like, an hour, 2 hours, and I would just go to sleep. They're like, hey, you can't sleep in here. It's like, well, what else am I supposed to do? Do your schoolwork. I already did it. But no, before that, I when I was in junior high, this is at a different school system. I'm sitting at lunch one day, and my buddy, my good friend, decided that he thought I was done with my food on my plate. So he tried to reach over and grab something off of my plate. And what he doesn't realize is that when I was growing up, I ate like a convict. So he tried to reach across my plate to grab something off of it, and he pulled back a hand with a fork in it. That is literally stabbing a person. Nothing. I was literally told by the teacher that, saw it in the lunchroom, like, don't do that again. All right, we'll tell him not to reach across my plate again. All right? And looked over at my friend, don't do that again. That was it. Oh, what a difference a couple of years makes.
Yeah.
That's as close as I ever got to a knife fight in my my school days.
Well, when
It
I
was a
was
fork
in
fight,
school,
and it was one-sided.
when I was in school, we still had a lot of the teachers who started their career in the 50s, and they gave no fucks.
Oh yeah, it was great because like a lot of my grade school teachers were like my mom's grade school teachers, and so they'd been teaching since 60s 70s at least, and yeah they didn't put up with that kind of shit the way like my high school teachers did.
Oh yeah, yeah. The PE teacher I was talking about, he retired like I think I was a junior, but yeah, he started his career in like 50 something or other. He's like, the boys are gonna fight. Let's just put the gloves on them and the gear and stuff so they don't hurt each other, and then they get it out of their systems.
Well, see, in my school for PE, that's what dodgeball was for. That was how you learned as a kid when I was growing up that life is not fair. And that's also how you learned how many people didn't like you in school. As soon as that whistle blows, you got like 5 people just beating you in the head with that big red ball.
Yeah. Last time I played dodgeball in high school was the freshman gym class. So like 50 people against the senior weightlifting class.
Oh shit!
Oh god!
which was 10. I was last man standing because I was using people as as even shields.
Yeah, but I mean, when I was in school playing dodgeball, I was like, you either learn how to dodge or you learn how to change your fucking ways quick fast.
Yeah, we had they'd put out the mats for the wrestling matches with the big circle on it. Mm-hmm. All you boys get in there, last man in the circle wins. But we was playing King of the Ring at like 12, 13, 14, somewhere in there.
My favorite memory of playing dodgeball in school was I was aiming for this one kid, and he had like kind of zigged off to my right, and so I let the ball go, and it slips out of my hand, and I just beamed my PE teacher right in the side of the face. And since it was an accident, he let it go, but it was so satisfying, because you just see like it just makes contact, his glasses go askew. He was a dick, and he deserved it, but thankfully because it was an accident, he let it slide. But yeah, that was the most satisfying hit I ever had in dodgeball.
Well, it's always fun when you get somebody in the jewels too.
I'm trying to remember how many times that happened. When I don't actually recall anybody actually getting hit in the dick playing dodgeball.
Well, your school had the unspoken rule. Ours didn't.
No, at my school, headshots were more sincere. You went above the shoulders if you really wanted to peg somebody.
Does anybody have a wrench, a crescent wrench I can borrow?
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
You can dodge a ball, son.
Well, I am being summoned, so I am going to need to close out.
Well, on that note, R.I.P. to Rip Torn.
Well, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I should probably go get something to eat too.
I don't know what tonight's got for us, but I'm sure there's a lot of streams going on.
Oh, Irate, are you guys doing accelerated deconstruction tonight?
I'm just reading right now that that's probably a no.
Oh.
So that's a no. And tomorrow I will be on Twitch because I'm the Sulog. Yeah, I got me and Becca got yeeted, but it's on my channel, so it's my channel got the spank. 90 days, gun to my head. Again,
90?
for the
Damn.
third day, for the third time. It's like every time the 90 days drops off, they find something to ding me on so they can do it again. So I think that's their way of letting me know it's like one major fuck up.
What are they hitting you for?
You're out. Spam and deceptive practices.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh,
Well, like I saw you guys were doing something on like the Cannibal Island or whatever.
Yeah,
that got yeeted.
Nazino Island Gulag, incident.
I just didn't realize it was going to be a 90-day one.
Yeah, no. I was a week out. No, you're on 90-day probation. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a week off. You can't do anything, and then after the week, you're still on 90-day probation. And if you fuck up, then you got a second strike, and then it's 2 weeks, and then you're in that the gun's cocked now category. And
I just realized that you've got Ralph up there, and I don't know what's more disconcerting: Johnny staring at me with his demon cat, or the idea that you've been sitting there with Ralph just like looking bored the whole time I was talking about getting suspended from school.
It looks like looks like he's listening on this one.
Yeah, he's like, just looks like he's like sitting there, it's like, when's he gonna shut the fuck up? Okay,
See, I love this internet lore shit, man. It's great. Oh, this one.
Yeah, see that one. Yep.
Then he looks at you and said, "Oh shit," and then takes another drink.
Yeah. See that one probably would have went better with the school fight stories. But
I don't know. I have fun with that shit. Fuck it. Yeah. So but tomorrow I'm doing Bubonic for You on Twitch. And I don't know about Monday. If it'll let Beck and I, do another anti-communist thing, but then it'll be lifted after the time for that.
So I'm rich in here, don't you? Irate, throw your Twitch channel in the chat, man, because I'll go ahead and hop over there and start following. I've been trying to, well, I mean not here lately, but I've been trying to go over to Twitch more. Follow the people that I like Drunkle and Monkey and all them.
Hey, look, man, all I need is like 5 solid people, for everything I do, every show of the week, and if I can get enough people, I can probably pull that 5. So yeah, I'll be glad to. Thank you. Appreciate it. You're so nice.
Well, no, man, like I try, at the very least, I try and catch, you and Becca and your stuff live. I don't always make it, but I mean, if you're gonna be over there while you're, while Susan's got you in the gulag, I'll swing by and say hello and everything.
Please do. Yeah, because I'm always on double secret probation.
It's the anti-commie streams that keep getting you dinged, whether that's the one they ding in particular or not.
That was it. It's been, all right, so the other one was the Christmas show, the Christmas open house I did, where we were watching. This movie was made in 1960. It's called Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Nobody owns it, right? And I still got dinged for showing spamming and deceptive practices. Copyrighted material, I guess, is how they're stretching that. I don't know. But I'm okay. I'm not salty. I don't get salty about that shit. I'm sure it's not going to stream about it for a week, or make videos uploading about it. It's like it is what it is. I do my time. I get out and go back to doing what I was doing.
I think that's the thing with like me and Johnny, since we just sit here and bullshit. We don't really play that much of anything. We don't really get dinged. I think the last thing we got dinged for was the Russian slap fights.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fun shit though. I mean, come on. But well, the communism and the XD, the accelerated deconstruction, are the 2 hills that I'm willing to die on.
I think before that it was playing the communist anthem. Those are the two things only two things we've gotten in trouble for.
Well, that's music. That's a whole different.
So hold on, the communist anthem is copyrighted.
At least the version that I have on SoundPad, apparently.
Think about that. Think about that.
Right? Yeah. I was like, I thought it was hilarious when he told me the first time that he got a copyright claim. I was like, wait, you mean the communists aren't willing to share their anthem?
Yeah, exactly, man.
Irony. Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we watched at least one dude die with those slap fights. That might be why we got hit on that one.
Well, I think it was the channel we chose to play. He wanted his money.
But yeah, so I think we've done well by keep going after we said we were going to stop. So it's probably a good time to actually stop. We've checked all the boxes.
Pat got checked, sent for
the COVID vaccine.
Vaccine.
That's why. Have you tried using your race card, Pat? I don't know about you, but I have.
You got a warning, all right? So you've been warned. I got a warning for. I remember that was though some tits and stuff got shown, maybe by not accident.
That's what we should do, Johnny. We should start pulling the race card when they give us a claim or whatever. I mean, ours are government issued.
I don't think that's what anybody had to. Really, you think so, Pat? I don't know, man.
I mean, Johnny and I have government issued race cards, so I say we start putting them into use.
That's right. Give them your fucking number. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of the only things. Like, I love having a CDIB card because I can say I have a race card.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, a literal card you carry around in your wallet.
Mm-hmm.
I actually talked to my tribe. If I want to get one that's updated, I have to actually go to the reservation to get one made.
Yeah, I got to update my tribal membership card, but the CDIB, that's good, year round. But Kyler, you doing any streams or anything? I know you were doing Civ there for a while. Are you doing anything new?
Well, I've been playing early release game called Satisfactory over on my channel, and I was planning on doing it tomorrow.
You got a time set up, or is that just see how it goes?
I usually try to hit about 3 in the afternoon Central Time.
Okay. Might check that out. You got like an overview of what this game's about? Satisfactory.
You the player are a employee of a interstellar multinational, and you're sent to a virgin planet to exploit resources. So you set up your factory and you mine the minerals and you make the products that they want.
Wait a second. Don't you work in a factory?
Yes.
I'm just gonna let that sit there.
Well, my main problem with my job is the other people I have to work with. In the game, it's all automated completely. I'm the only one there. That is a very different proposition now, isn't it?
Oh shit, y'all! I gotta go. I gotta be in Blind Press's thing.
Yeah, well, okay. Let's go ahead and close up.
I can leave. I can still talk.
Oh no! Johnny's got to go. Yeah. I'm getting kind of hungry. Kyler's getting kind of hungry. But every time we say we're going to go, the first time out, we never actually go. So it's kind of just on brand.
Yeah, we're going about 8 minutes over now. So.
But everybody in chat, go check out iRate's Twitch channel. Check out Kyler's game streams.
Yeah, I just dropped my channel link in the chat for anyone who's
I thought it was killer. I was just going, Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you, Kyler.
It's nice to meet you and talk to you. I've heard you on other people's streams before. And
well, shit.
I'm a unifier.
Shoot me a DM, dude.
We're companionators
some
here.
Ice cream. Companionator. That's right. Do you like Mayans?
We bring people together.
I have not actually watched it.
Dude, it's not bad.
I, the girlfriend and I, we like Sons of Anarchy. So I mean, we got
Well,
someone who's actually saying that they like this. It's not bad. We might check it
Well-
out now.
Well, because it crosses the Indian, Native, and and Hispanic, Mexicans. It's like there's Mazatos in there too.
Yeah.
So
The only thing I've heard about is like Kurt Sutter got fired from FX going into like
he's
season
still
2
a
or whatever.
producer. He's still executive producer, but it's been around by man. The that black dude that had directed so many episodes of Sons of Anarchy. He's running the thing now, and he's doing a fine job. It's not. It started out, man. It was a little fucking, getting a little wokey, and then somebody just stomped their foot on it and said, "Fuck this shit." We're going to do it in the tradition of SOA, and I'm happy with that. Anyway, I'll shut up now.
All right, and you got what do you got coming on with Blind Press?
We're Star Trek stream. We're going to talk about sexual relationships in the Star Trek universe, and
I did not realize there was some Bound Chicka Wow Wow going on Star Trek. I might
come
check
on,
that one out.
dude.
I'm not a Trekkie, dude. I don't know.
Kirk and Riker banged more trim than
Well,
they're
yeah,
like,
I knew
rock stars on there.
I knew Kirk was fucking aliens. I didn't know that it continued on, past him. But like
Riker.
Trek was one of the things that kind of passed me by. But I might swing by and say hello there too. So guys, check out Irate's Twitch. Check out Kyler's game streams. Go check out BP with the Star Trek stream. We'll catch y'all later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye, y'all.
Play me
Thanks.
off,
Later.
Johnny. Play me off.
Man, why don't you ever prep me for this shit?